Okay, hello again. Today I'm gonna be playing another game. I will continue Undertale, just not today. Today I'm gonna be playing this game called Cabernet. Just because it seemed interesting. I just came across it in the Nintendo store or whatever, and I got it because it seemed cool. So let us begin. Okay, let me read this real quick. The story of Cabernet takes place in a fictional Eastern European town. Cabernet explores heavy subjects including alcoholism, social conflict, death and suicide, and it portrays cartoon violence, blood, and gore. Any medical terminology or advice that is present in the game may contain false and/or outdated information and should not be treated as fact. The developers do not condone smoking or excessive alcohol consumption as depicted by certain characters in the story. All characters and events portrayed in this game are a work of fiction. Cabernet. Begin story. The little bat in the corner. It's super cute. Thank you all for coming here today to say goodbye to my Liza. Okay.
I never thought I would bury my own daughter, my own blood, my pride. I can't do this. Go, you say something. I just can't.
There. It's all right. What can I say about someone dying so young? Particularly, someone as special as Lisa.
Lisa, my bad.
If I may, I won't dwell on the circumstances of her tragic death today. Instead, I'd like us to celebrate her life. Despite her obvious calling for medicine, when she was little, I always thought she would become...
Oh. It says despite her obvious calling for medicine. So she wouldn't have been a doctor. A politician. I'm gonna say a writer.
a famous writer. You should have heard how she could spin a yarn. She used to tell me her own fairy tales when she was a young girl. The creatures she made up, the stories she told me. The classic ballads were no match for them. Such a bright girl. Always a top student. Always the pride of her parents. By the time she graduated,
By the time she graduated, thirst for written word or scientific mind. Let's make her a multifaceted, a jack of all trades.
Lisa knew everything there was to learn from books about science in our enlightened age. Laws of physics, human anatomy, chemical solutions, you name it. Every time she went on about this scientist or that discovery, she'd light up like a matchstick. Most of the time I couldn't understand a word of it. But I just nodded along and mused at how bright our girl was. I can't tell you how proud we all were when she was accepted at the medical academy.
Okay, so she did pursue medicine.
I had no doubt that she was destined for greatness. But to become a doctor, one of the first women to achieve that in the whole country. If someone deserved that honor, it was our Lisa. But my niece was so much more than a gifted student.
A true friend.
With all of her other talents, above everything else, she was a true and loyal friend. She connected with people easily. She cared deeply about them. Some might even say too much. After all, if she wasn't so thoughtful, maybe she would still be with us. But I digress. Please, forgive me. What's done is done. She was my favorite niece. Let us raise a glass to her. Pour some vodka for Kola, too. He is old enough to send his sister off. A piece of my soul went into the ground with her today, as I'm sure did many of yours. Let those pieces help Lisa, wherever she is now. To Lisa.
That's so sad. The dates on the tombstone were not clear. 18.
When I was a little girl, I often had trouble falling asleep. My mother used to sing me this lullaby to comfort me. Tonight, I slept deeper than I had in my entire life. I had a disturbing dream that a string was coming out of my mouth. When I started pulling it, I realized that it came from all the way down my throat, buried somewhere deep in my body. I kept pulling, but I couldn't go too quickly for fear of burning myself with friction. Finally, the whole string was out. I felt relieved, but also strangely empty. I realized that I was in my bed, with my mother sitting beside me, crying. I didn't know why she was in tears, but I knew it was my fault. Dear Lord. Mom? Kola? My body feels like it's stuffed with cotton. Like I slept for days. Either this is a nightmare, or I'm in hell. This feels too real to be a dream.
An old but reliable kerosene lamp. Okay. Cool.
The cupboard is locked. Why would anyone keep something of value in a place like this?
True. Let's keep exploring in here.
My medical journal from the academy and my family medallion. Who could have brought this here?
A handcrafted sterling silver medallion gifted to Lisa by her father. Press, okay, to access the journal. Open tasks can be found in quests. Character sheet. What is this? Okay. No music and arts, my bad. I thought I was going to be able to evenly distribute, you know. Literature and writing, science and logic, history and politics. Okay. quests. Higher Society main quest. Escape the chamber. Okay. It is June 11th. Does it say the year? No, it doesn't. Okay, anyway. Relationships, cool. I don't even know what that says. Glossary and inventory. Toasting at funerals. According to some traditions and superstitions, no glass touching is allowed when toasting for a dead person. Eastern Europe has a long-lasting tradition of interpreting dreams. Many take dreams seriously and see them as signs, premonitions, and warnings of what might happen to them in the future. Dreams on Thursdays to Fridays nights are considered to be the most likely ones to come true. Interesting. Medical higher education institutions existed in Eastern Europe for centuries. However, in some countries, many females were only able to study at these institutions at the very end of the 19th century. Yeah. Okay, we don't have anything about that yet. And then tutorials. The dream interpretation thing is pretty interesting because, you know, a lot of people still believe this, that dreams are signs or premonitions or warnings, prophecy. But I didn't know this. Dreams on Thursday to Friday nights, are considered to be the most likely ones to come true. That's interesting.
Lilies of the valley. My favorite flower. Who put them in this room? It's disturbing to see them here.
Sorry, I'm like having a hard time finding where to put my camera right now. Okay. I think that's it in this room.
Locked.
I'm gonna crash out right now. I'm gonna leave it there. Who cares? Oh my god. I care. Okay, call for help or walk away. Well, I mean, I'm trying to get out of here, so call for help.
Hello? Anyone?
Am I supposed to find...
Hello? Who is this? I'm locked inside. Please help.
Hello?
Are you still there?
Sorry, what does it say? Okay. Literally nothing. It literally says nothing.
Maybe you can't talk? Please knock twice for yes and once for no.
Okay.
Thank goodness. Can you help me open the door? Thank you. Thank you so much. Will you help me? What is it that you want from me?
Why am I deciding this? Money, treatment, favor. What does it mean by treatment? Not money.
I don't have much, but I can owe you a favor? Then it's settled. Whoever you are, do you hear me? If you open this door, I, Yelizaveta Morozova, will be in your debt.
Oh no. Maybe I made the wrong choice.
What the hell is this? My shoulder just felt like it was burning up. I can't see anything from this angle. I should check up on it later.
Okay.
It's open. No one. What have I gotten myself into?
Girl, that's what I'm asking. Cool. Vampire rank. Higher society. Earning experience points increases your rank, allowing you to upgrade your skills. Sure. I don't know if that'll be of any use, but you know, rank. Rank 2. Okay. Seek a way out. Cool, cool.
I'm not going back in there.
Okay, just making sure. Some torches, a door.
What a peculiar painting. The husband and wife in the picture don't look very happy. If I had to guess, I'd say it wasn't the perfect marriage.
Okay, this says it's locked. I can't do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave. Oh, okay. So the skills unlock certain actions. Interesting. Door I
It smells
can't
like
interact
death
with.
here.
Smells
Like in the
like death.
academy when we left a cadaver out for too long.
Oh,
There's someone's money in here. I could live on this for a week.
will I get like bad juju for taking the money? Oh,
Tempting,
no.
but
Oh, okay. Lisa's morality is still shaping. Lisa's morality is still shaping. Certain choices will provide you with humanity or nihilism points. Some choices will only become available to Lisa after she reaches certain levels. Yeah.
I can't take what isn't mine.
No, ma'am, you cannot. Okay, there's like a couple doors we just can't interact with.
The mirror is covered by a sheet. People only do that when someone dies. Mother explained that this is so the dead soul does not get lost and trapped inside. Silly superstition, of course.
Girl, it's you. We do need to look at her shoulder. I don't know that we're even gonna be able to, because she's dead and apparently a vampire, so we won't be able to, we can't see our reflection, right?
We live in the age of science where there's no room for this nonsense. What is this? Where is my reflection?
Okay, yeah.
I can't see myself. It must be a trick mirror.
Stairs. Okay, let me go back to that one door. wasn't that one.
Hello? Can anybody hear me? Eerie. It's hard to say without seeing the face, but this dress. Could it be the same girl from the first painting? Oh, this is unbearable. I'm a doctor. I can get through this. I just need to look straight ahead. Give me strength, no matter what is on the other side. What in heavens is all this?
Chapter 1, Higher
I
Society.
will make sense of all this later. Something is wrong. My head is spinning. I feel the floor slipping from under my feet.
Would you look at her? How does one have the gall to show at the Countess's manor in such a filthy outfit?
Shut up,
He
ho.
must be a nihilist. Spreading the country like a plague.
You two don't know what you're talking about. It's the latest rage in Paris now. The dirtier, the better.
Okay. So I can't talk to them, smack them upside the head. Nope. Scanning the perimeter. Let me in, let me through.
I'm starving, and the food looks so fresh and delicious, but the strangest thing is, I have absolutely no appetite for it.
Oh no.
I'm starving, and the food looks so fresh and delicious, but the strangest thing is, I have absolutely no appetite for it.
Have you heard? The Countess is sending me on a special assignment to the capital.
You lucky devil. I've been stuck here for years. I swear, I'd dull my fangs just to spend a night in the city.
Okay.
Hey, stop messing with the phonograph. It's not a toy.
Sorry. Locked.
Miss, are you all right?
Mind your own business, Petya. It's rude to stare at a lady.
Sorry.
What is that? What is that? What is that thing in the corner?
I know it's not ideal, Countess Orlova, but I'm afraid there is not much we can do at this point.
Of course now there bloody isn't. The right time to act was last week. I don't understand where this influx of product is coming from. It's undercutting our prices. Where were you when I... Who is this creature? Darling, you look like a little domovoy. Come over here. I don't bite.
Hello?
I mean,
I'm Lisa.
I didn't interrupt.
You must be the doctor's new apprentice. Look at you, poor thing. You must be fresh out of the ground.
Excuse me?
Ugh, nobody must have actually inducted you. How typical. No surprise with the men around here. Hussar, Why is she in such a state?
She was not supposed to wake.
Hussar, be a darling and show this young lady around once she's decent.
As you wish, madam. If you'll excuse me, I'll go for a smoke on the balcony. You can find me there.
You're excused. If I recall my first day correctly, your head must be killing you. Here, drink this.
Thank you. May I ask what this is?
If you know too much, you'll grow old soon. Trust me, it will lift your spirits.
Whatever this is, it's beyond delicious. It's sweet and thick and tastes like cherry and wild strawberries. Thank you. I do feel a lot better all of a sudden.
Now go change. We can't have you gallivanting around in those scrubs. There is a nice dress about your size in the cloakroom. Consider this my welcome gift.
Thank you kindly, madam.
Didn't they say her name was Orlova?
Madam Orlova.
You're welcome, child. Now off you go, change and mingle. Time is money.
When you're healthy, hold to increase something. Okay. Okay, also, just of note, our little glass up here is full. Is it in here? Yeah, okay. Let me just... Okay, so we're still rank 2. And then relationships. I thought we had unlocked a relationship. Did we not? I thought it said we did. I don't know. Let us explore before changing.
Another cloth on a mirror. Something bad.
We can't see ourselves, so...
That should do it, hopefully.
Hopefully.
The Countess sure has excellent taste in literature. In other circumstances, I'd spend all day here reading. Goodness, this must be the dress the Countess was talking about.
Sorry if you guys hear some clanging in the background. There's people in the kitchen.
Such an ornate Western style. It must cost a small fortune. I want nothing more than to change out of this horrible nightgown, but this is just too much.
Nightgown and evening dress. Put on dress.
Perfect. Fits like a glove.
Okay, so... Talk with Hussar, find out what's happening. Yeah, we still kind of need to do that. Okay, it says... Okay, so the dress increased our history and politics skill points. Interesting. Let's go talk with Hussar.
I still don't know what's happening here. Or at least I hope I don't. But delaying the inevitable is just tying my stomach in knots. I need to find that young man and learn the truth.
Please tell me you have some good news for me. It's been 2 weeks since the last Cabernet shipment. The clientele is very unhappy.
I did manage to get in touch with the vendor. He says the conditions for harvesting are getting even worse, thus the interruption. We did reach an agreement, though. They are happy to continue. But from now on, it'll be an extra 5 coins per bottle.
Thank goodness. At this point, honestly, whatever it takes. Another week and the Countess would have fried me.
Oh man.
Have you heard the rumors about Count Kaminsky?
Not lately. Do tell.
They say that he found himself a young human lady and fell in love like a schoolboy. Apparently they got so close, he even confessed to her his true nature.
You don't say.
Yes, and the best part is, she is completely fine with it. He doesn't even have to enchant her anymore.
Fascinating. The world just gets madder and madder every day, doesn't it?
I'm assuming maybe that's us. I don't know, maybe not. Because we're dead now, so. Where's the door? How do I get out of here? How do I leave? I just wanna get the heck out of here. How do I leave? Oh, there it is. I thought that was just a window. There's something else to see here. That's just the door. Oh. Oopsie. Oh, multiple doors. Embarrassing. Okay. Alright. Okay.
Locked.
Okay, whatever.
Good evening, Hussar.
Ah, there's our belle of the ball. Lisa, right? You actually don't look half bad when you're not covered in graveyard dirt.
Shut up. Okay, that's mean.
Graveyard dirt? First the Countess, now you? Why is everyone going on about funerals?
Surely an educated lady like you must have put together who we are by now, haven't you?
I'd rather not guess. Please, just tell me straight. Who are you?
Simply, we are vampires.
Mirror. Okay, so that's unlocked. Ow.
Is this why I had no reflection in the mirror?
If that's what you're concerned about, you look just fine.
Does this mean I'm dead?
Dead, alive, who the hell cares? Trust me, Lisa, you just won the lottery.
What about my family? When can I see them?
I was worried you will ask me that. Technically, they think you are dead, and it is best for everyone if they keep thinking that. It's true, too.
I can't just leave them like this. They have...
Look, I know this
Oh,
is
sorry.
too much for you to take in right now.
She said they have to know I'm alright.
Maybe that's a conversation we should revisit another time.
Countess calls you Hussar. What's your real name?
At this point, I've been called that far longer than my real name. Just call me that.
All right. Hussar it is.
She's so annoying. Low-key. I don't know what this
I don't
means.
even remember how it happened. Must be some sort of a defense mechanism that suppresses a traumatic experience.
That actually does happen quite a bit. That memory usually comes back soon enough.
Okay, so we're gonna find
I
out how he
have
died.
so many questions.
See, that's what I was afraid of.
Bro,
Theory is not my forte. I'm a proponent of learning by doing. Why don't you go talk the ears off some other guests while I finish smoking in peace?
why is he like this?
After that, I can show you what it's really like to be one of us.
I suppose I can do that. Could you at least tell me a little bit about the people, the guests in there?
Oh, come on. Where is your spirit of adventure? I'm sure you'll figure it out on your own.
Countess won't be happy.
What is it?
Ew, why is he like this?
I wonder if the Countess would approve of you pushing your responsibilities off to a bunch of strangers.
Oh. Yeah, he's like a jerk.
Well played. Fine. Let me think for a moment about our fun little group here. You've already met the Countess, so that's a big plus. Not everyone gets to do that in their first month, let alone first day. Who else would you like to know about?
Who is the intense lady with the purple hair?
That's Elisa. She is quite important around here. I'd try to start out on the right foot with her if I were you.
Okay.
What could you tell me about the woman in the pink dress?
You must mean Arbin. You know, they say she was born somewhere far to the east. That broad has been around forever. Probably has
Broad.
a tale or two to share.
That broad. Like, why is he like this? And then him telling us to start off on the right foot with, I think her name was Elisa. You didn't start off on the right foot with us. Like, why are you like this? Anyway, Arbin, Far East, been around for evs.
What about the young man who asked about my health?
Oh yeah, he was nice.
Who? Oh, you must mean Petya. He is just a human.
He's just a human.
Elisa brought him in for fun. He is such a card and has absolutely no clue.
Oh no, are they gonna drink him up? Yeah, that's cruel.
That sounds cruel.
Don't be like that. It's all in good fun. I
don't
suppose
know
that's
about that.
everyone of note, really. Besides me, of course.
Ew.
Of course. All right. Thank you kindly. I'll be back soon enough.
He's gonna say something like, take your time.
No rush, please.
Oh my goodness. What a little turd. Okay, let's
I
talk.
do actually have a model right here with me. I always carry Matilda with me, just in case a good opportunity strikes. You never know. Look into her eyes.
Matilda.
Doesn't she look alive to you? Like she's going to blink?
Yes, well. Apologies.
Petya.
Petya, we should probably go and discuss some urgent business with the Countess.
Oh, of course. In fact, I'd love to meet her as...
They're so mean.
I don't know how, but I can just sense that he is not one of us. Such a strange feeling. Attraction? No, but something very similar.
Craving.
He is most certainly human.
You're hungry. Yeah, let's talk to him. He was the only nice person.
Oh, hello. It's you, lady in the nightgown. How are you feeling? I was really worried.
Lady in the nightgown.
Much better. Thank you. I'm Lisa, by the way.
Of course. Where are my manners? I'm Petya.
It's a pleasure. You were the only one who seemed to care about my illness.
Oh, nonsense. They are a lovely bunch around here, just all very busy. The third group I'm pitching my dolls to, and everyone keeps running off for urgent business.
Did you say you're selling dolls?
And making them, yes?
I see you have one with you. May I take a look?
Of course. Matilda here is my favorite. I'd love to get some honest feedback. Well, what do you think?
Oh, it's just lovely. So detailed and human-like. She reminds me of the one I had when I was a little girl.
Oh.
That's exactly what I wanted to accomplish. Thank you. I knew someone here would appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to show her to the Countess. With her approval, the sky's the limit. You know, making toys is what I wanted to do since I was a little boy. My father always called this foolishness, among other things. Said it's not manly work. I never managed to convince him otherwise.
I'm sorry. That must have been tough.
Well, here I am, still at it. I do have a feeling that I'm onto something with Matilda. Just you wait.
Just you wait. Just you wait. Okay.
My gut tells me that tonight is going to bring something special, and it's never wrong.
Oh no. I don't think you want to know what that special thing is, Petya. Invitation for what?
How did you end up being invited here, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, that's all thanks to Elisa, the lovely young woman in the yellow dress. She saw me at the town market and saw some real potential in my work. She said that the people in the manor might be interested in seeing it, and you didn't have to ask me twice.
I see. How is pitching going so far?
I'll admit, it's a little slow, but the night is still young.
Yep, it is midnight and it was dusk just a while ago.
You are an optimistic guy, aren't you, Petya?
My mother used to say that my hope will be the death of me.
Oh. No.
But what's the point of living if you don't believe in people and yourself?
He's
You may
so
be right
sweet.
about that. At least I truly hope you are. Best of luck with everything, Petya. Hope everything works out with the Countess.
Thank you, Lisa. You're very kind.
Aww. What a sweet bean. Okay, y'all are...
Have you tried the
early.
Countess's Cabernet? Honestly, I think this may have been the best one I ever tasted.
I prefer to stick to clear drinks around here. If you really want to try some decent Cabernet, stop by my salon on the main street.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge. I'll take you up on that offer.
I wonder what the clear drinks are. Perhaps plasma? And Petya is probably going to end up being the next Cabernet.
Hello. I don't think I've seen you around here before. I'm Arbin.
Oh, the lady from the east.
I'm Lisa. Good evening to you, too.
You don't sound so sure. Is it really a good one for you?
You're right. If I'm honest, it hasn't been the easiest night.
That's what I thought. My advice is always be honest, unless you absolutely can't be. In the end, it does make everyone feel better.
That's a good piece of advice.
Stick with me, lovely. I'm chock full of them.
I couldn't help but overhear that you were a wine expert.
I dabble. I run a literary salon in town and serve drinks there.
How exciting. All kinds of interesting people must come by.
You'd be surprised, my dear, and mildly disappointed. I'd love for you to stop by one day. I'll treat you to a round of something nice.
I'll make sure to visit.
Okay, Songbird's Lament, Anastasia's story. Anastasia? Anastasia? Besides experiencing the main story, Lisa is encouraged to explore town and meet other characters. Depending on the character, Lisa may sometimes need to meet certain criteria, such as a specific skill or morality levels in order to start or continue with their quest. Oh dear. Do I have to become nihilistic at some point? I'll make sure to visit. Okay.
Since you're an expert, may I ask you about the wine that the Countess gave me? I'll admit I found it delicious, but it wasn't really wine, was it?
It was not. Cabernet was sort of our code word for blood, so we don't shock any innocents. And then we just got used to it. Funny how language works, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Funny.
Literary lovers.
Arbin, I've only just been turned, and all of this is very new to me. May I trouble you for some advice?
I hope you don't mind me asking, but has someone in your family enjoyed wine a little too much?
Yes. My father. Wine, vodka, anything he can drink, really. You aren't clairvoyant, are you?
She can smell it.
Everyone becomes a little clairvoyant if they live long enough and pay attention.
Interesting.
I saw you drinking that glass earlier, and I think you should be careful around it, my dear.
Alcohol's my father's problem. It isn't mine.
It's not just alcohol you should be concerned about. You can keep away from it if you want. Blood, however, you will now have to drink, whether you like it or not.
Oh.
Whether I like it or not.
Demons are hereditary, my dear. Always remember that.
Wow. That is so true. That is so true. If you're Christian, you already know generational curses. Demons are hereditary. Wow. Scary, but true.
Well, I should get going.
Good luck. I have a feeling we'll see each other soon.
Let's take a look at this. Is there like a way for me to like turn the page? Where's Petya? Where is... Oh my god, here it is. There they are. Hussar, Countess. When Lisa was turned into a vampire, Countess Orlova assigned Hussar to show her the ropes. Status undead. Address. Let's go back. Status alive. Lisa met Petya at her society party right after she awoke as a vampire. While talking with Petya about his life, Lisa learned that he is a doll maker and salesman. His deep passion for his craft was palpable. However, it might have appeared a little much for some. Oh. I like that he has little suns around him and the vampires have moons. Countess undead. As head of the local section of higher society, a vampiric organization in charge of laws and ethics for the species, Countess Orlova is a figure of note wealth and power in the area. When Lisa awoke as a vampire, she reached the upper floors of the Countess's estate and found herself in a ballroom among a number of high-profile guests. Under the circumstances, the Countess did her best to tend to Lisa and gave her a beautiful evening gown as a welcome gift. Shortly afterwards, she retired from the party to attend to urgent business. Interesting. What urgent business does she have? Arbin is also undead. Lisa met Arbin at Countess Orlova's party. During her first night as a vampire, Arbin was one of the few guests sympathetic to Lisa's state and offered her genuine advice. She invited Lisa for a drink at her literary salon in town. I mean, that's sweet, you know? Higher society. In Slavic mythology, a domovoi is a house spirit that watches over a dwelling and has a significant impact on the family's life and well-being. If pleased, a domovoi may be of tremendous value. Sorry, my eyes are failing me right now. To the inhabitants of a house, but if they upset him, or if he simply has a bad temper, it may lead to lost items, illness, poverty, and other misfortune. Wow. Sometimes people leave food or other gifts for the domovoi to get on their good side. They are often visually represented as covered in soot and dirt. Oh, that's why they called her that, 'cause she was a little dirty. Nihilism is a direction of philosophy popularized in Europe in the 18th century. It puts social norms, morals, and ideals under scrutiny, or, in certain cases, rejects them completely. Yeah. Francophilia. In the 18th and 19th centuries, the language of diplomacy and higher education across much of Europe was French. Some rulers in Eastern Europe in the 18th century were educated in the French tradition and made a conscious effort to imitate the manners of France. Many people borrowed these mannerisms and used French in their everyday exchanges in an attempt to follow the trends or to show their admiration for the culture. Okay. A hussar was a type of light cavalry soldier. Oh. They were stereotypically assumed to be showy, with a reputation for debauchery and womanizing. In the case of hussar, the job became the name. Okay. Literary salon, a hosted gathering of people for the study and enjoyment of literature. During the salon, attendees amuse one another and increase their knowledge through conversation and the exchange of ideas. Salon culture was introduced to the areas of Eastern Europe during the spread of Francophilic culture in the 18th century. Since Arbin regularly hosts these types of gatherings, her establishment is affectionately referred to as the town's literary salon. That's interesting. I don't remember what it was called, but back in the day, like I used to live and exist back then, but like philosophers, like Greek philosophers used to meet up in, I don't remember what they were called, but like just would discuss things and drink wine and share their ideas and read and whatever, the exchange of knowledge. That's kind of what that reminds me of. We got higher society. Did I read this already? Higher society is a powerful governing body that introduces and approves the laws and code of ethics for the vampires within their domain. The organization itself is international and often shares a common agenda. However, the areas of influence are split into counties, with different local leaders, and some ruling aspects vary from country to country. Country to country. Newly turned vampires are strictly prohibited from reaching out to their former families, as this risks spreading the truth about vampires to the human world. Although this rule is occasionally broken, it is considered a serious crime and invokes harsh penalties for the offenders if discovered. Oh, dear Lord, I'm sure we're gonna have to encounter a decision on that later. Whether we're gonna contact our family or not. Yep. A commonly known side effect of being turned into a vampire is forgetting the circumstances of one's own death. Telling someone the details of their turning is discouraged by higher society, as it may cause additional trauma during the already uneasy transition. Oh, okay. More often than not, the memory of one's own death tends to return within the first year. Wow, that's still a long time. Within the first year of becoming a vampire. However, in certain cases, death amnesia may last decades. I guess decades isn't really a long time if you're a vampire, so... Cabernet is a human blood-based liquid that can replace traditional feeding for vampires. Unlike unprocessed blood, it has a long shelf life. Making Cabernet is a complicated and expensive process, highly prone to error. More often than not, Cabernet batches fail, which is why it often requires copious amounts of human blood to create a small amount of product. Oh man. And then this is just, yeah. Oh man, what's in our inventory now? Still the same things. Okay. Well. And here is Elisa.
Come on. Don't any of you cowards want to have any fun?
My lady, with all due respect, Russian roulette just seems like, too much fun for the night.
Fine. Get lost then. Be on your merry way. Who knew that the second time I die would be of boredom?
Russian roulette for vampires.
Now, would you look at this pretty picture?
Well, thank you.
I could barely recognize you from... before. Where did you get this dress?
It's a gift from the Countess. She is very generous.
Huh. I thought it looked familiar.
Oh, may remember this in the future. Okay, is she like kind of bitter? The Countess gave me this dress?
Name is Alisa, by the way.
Lisa, it's a pleasure. So, I've just been turned today.
Congratulations. That must be quite shocking. Thrilling, even. I'm envious, really.
Yes, thank you. I'm not quite sure how to process all this yet. What does one even do with this? Being dead, drinking blood, who knows what else?
Same thing anyone around here does. Masticating plain eternity day after day.
Oh.
Spicing it up any way you can.
Hence the Russian roulette.
We're already dead, aren't we? What else is there to lose? Do you fancy a round?
Maybe some other time.
Suit yourself.
May I ask who was the young man you talked with earlier?
Hypatia? Why? Are you interested?
Goodness, no. I was just making conversation.
Don't be shy. We're not attached.
Oh my
Hypatia
goodness.
is human. I picked him up at the town market. He is a salesman. A ridiculously bad one at that.
Oh.
If you two are not an item, may I ask why did you invite him over?
Because it was my turn.
A turn for what?
To spice up the eternity.
So, it's true what they say? Vampires live forever?
We exist forever. We don't live. But then again, few do.
Does this mean that we can't, stop existing?
Oh, sweetheart, there is nothing easier. Just stop drinking blood for a few days, fall from a high roof, or just step into the sunlight.
I should probably be writing this all down.
So, now that you have eternity on your side, do you consider your existence more valuable?
Do you consider your existence more valuable? My existence now or my existence before? I suppose so, or it's the same. Do you consider your existence more valuable? No, I'm gonna say it's the same. I don't think it's more valuable now than it was before.
No, of course not. Pulse or no pulse, life is just as valuable as it always was.
I see. In that case, how would you compare the value of your new existence to, say, Petya's?
Equal. Petya's is more valuable, mine is more valuable. I want to say mine is not more valuable. So I don't want to say equal or Petya's is more valuable, but equal seems wrong. But I just said that I don't value it any differently, so I don't want to like contradict myself. If someone were a doctor, because she's a doctor, we are a doctor, vampire. I think as a doctor, you'd be willing to help vampires and humans to keep living if it was within your abilities, so I'm gonna say equal.
What a strange question. They are equally important, of course.
Fair enough. Still, it's an interesting thought experiment, isn't it?
Indeed.
Okay, let's move on.
Excuse me. I think someone is calling for me.
Okay, are we just gonna go back out to Hussar? It kinda sucks. Yeah, return to Hussar. I am.
Good timing. I just finished up.
Yes, how lucky.
Don't be snappy, Lisa. Smoking is an important routine for a soldier. Can't be interrupted.
A soldier, huh? And which division were you in, exactly?
We can talk about the divisions some other time, perhaps.
He's so...
So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
Who ended up letting me out of the chamber?
If I'm honest, I haven't the foggiest idea. I thought you knew.
Well, I don't. And whoever it was gives me the goosebumps. On top of everything, I ended up promising them a favor and felt a bad burn on my shoulder right after that. Do you know what it could possibly be?
Let me take a look. Oh, brother.
What? What is it?
It could be nothing, really. No need to worry. Just make sure that you show this to the doctor when you see him, all right?
All right.
So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
I hate that he's like concealing information. That's like... we can't trust him.
What is going on in the basement of the manor? It's absolutely terrifying down there.
Oh yes, the basement. If I were you, I would just forget all about it.
Excuse me?
All I know is that Countess conducts her business and she doesn't enjoy people meddling in it.
If it's so confidential, how come I ended up there in the first place?
Minor oversight. You were supposed to be moved upstairs before you were up, but appears that you are an early riser.
And whose oversight was it, may I ask?
Let's not focus on casting blame, shall we?
It was
I
you,
say
wasn't
all's
it?
well that ends well. So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
One more. One more, please.
If vampires are real, does this mean other fairy tales are?
You'll have to be more specific than that.
Rusalkas? Domovoys? Ghosts?
Yes, no, yes. We'll spend all night here if we keep talking about flora and fauna. If you want my advice, focus on yourself first. That always ends up working for me.
So ghosts are real in this world, and Domovoys are not, and then we're gonna find out what that other thing was.
So, are there any other questions you have?
Nor, because you annoy me.
I suppose that's it for the time being.
Perfect.
Perfect.
If you don't mind me asking, what do you make of all this? I take it you've done a couple laps around the ballroom. Learned a little more about what it's like to be one of us.
I'm dead. Okay, keeping an open
Well,
mind.
I'm obviously still in shock, but
The blood is still full. I just wanted to check.
Yes?
from a scientific perspective, I have to admit I'm curious.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if I woke up in a basement and I was afraid, I'm like somewhere I don't know. And then I found out I'm a vampire, like, I don't know. I feel like I'd be a little scared, confused. I'd probably feel a little guilty because, like, I'm gonna have to drink people's blood now for the rest of my existence. And I guess what that one lady was talking about being bored and stuff, which is like, that's like an argument a lot of people make with, like, oh, if you end up in heaven, you're just gonna be bored forever. And it's like, you know, I feel like that's completely different to this, where you're still on Earth. You know, you're on Earth and you're gonna have to, like, torture innocent people, or I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a vibe. But I would be curious about living my life as a vampire.
This is certainly a unique condition we are in.
Yeah.
I'd love to learn more about it for my studies.
I'm impressed. I can certainly see now why the doctor chose you as his apprentice. All right. Have you read Thunderstorm?
I'm not so sure. Why?
Well, unlike Katerina in the play, you no longer need to wonder why people can't fly.
Oh, how did you do that?
By sheer will, Lisa. It's very simple.
How are you even talking with me in such a state?
That's yet another benefit of being one of us. We can project our thoughts into people's minds. I prefer it, really. I find normal speech kind of primitive.
He's so...
Why don't you do it all the time then?
I'd love to, but you don't want to get too used to it and scare a human by accident.
Okay.
Now, why don't you try it? Let's see what kind of bat you are.
Those are different kinds of bats. Different kinds of bats. Oh. Oh, bat shifting. Hello, how do I... Ah, okay, that's what that was.
Goodness!
Isn't this a hoot? Come
A
on, I'll show
hoot
you around.
indeed. Bat landing. Bat indicator in the bottom left of the screen informs whether bat shifting is currently possible. To land while in bat shape, descend on a surface from above until a landing circle appears underneath you. Oh god, that's like scaring me.
Seems like you're catching on. Follow me.
Oh dear lord. Oh, I just have to let it go. Where'd he go?
I can't believe I'm actually flying.
All this talk about death, but don't you feel more alive than you ever have right now?
I mean, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Shh. There. Look.
If only I have 3 coins to my name. Then I'd show them. They'd all see.
Is this what you wanted to show me? A drunk peasant?
What I wanted to show you is how to use your new powers. Meet Trophime. He is the Countess's former serf, now custodian and coachman. Among other things, he makes sure no one goes in or out of here without her permission. Important man. Now, come with me. How is life, Trophime?
My lord, is that you? Or the bottle you gave me? Highest quality. Much obliged.
I can see that. It's nearly empty already. All right, enough pleasantries. Watch this.
What happened to him? Is he all right?
He is fine. We call this enchantment.
What does enchantment do?
It makes people tranquil. While they are in trance, they don't feel pain or have a clear memory of what happened.
So they don't remember anything once they're enchanted?
Not quite. They may not remember what happened, but they won't forget how you made them feel.
Sounds like a subject for some awkward conversations.
You don't know the half of it yet. You'll see.
Does this mean you can just come up to anybody and make them tranquil?
In theory, but it's not quite that simple. Firstly, they have to like you, an important condition. Without it, the charm won't work. Secondly, you should only do it to humans.
So it doesn't work on other vampires.
So it does, but you shouldn't do it.
I didn't say that.
Hmm?
There are rumors that the best of the best can indeed enchant their own kind. But I don't even know if the Countess has that kind of power. Besides, this would certainly not be considered ethical by our vampire brothers and sisters.
I bet they wouldn't mind to have that power, though.
Oh, without a doubt.
So, how do I enchant someone? I don't know if I can whistle like you.
It's probably different for everyone.
Don't worry, whistling is just for me. It's like a cure for the hiccups. Everybody has their own way. When you need it, it will come to you.
Carry on.
So why would you want to enchant someone?
I thought you might ask that. There are two main... One,
Sorry, two
people
main
in a
reasons.
trance are easily suggestible. You can use that to influence their thoughts and opinions.
That doesn't sound right.
Well, I didn't say you have to do it, did I? Everyone lives with their own choices.
True.
When you say influence their thoughts, does this mean they will do anything I say?
Only within reason, of course, especially when you're a beginner. Impression is a delicate art and takes a lot of practice.
And what is the second reason?
I think you already know.
What have you done?
I just opened him up for you.
Ew. Sorry, that phrasing. I know vampires do that, but like, why did he say it like that?
Don't worry, he'll be just fine unless we bleed him dry. Come here. It's time for you to learn how to feed.
I don't know if I'm ready.
You're as ready as you'll ever be.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Like, will you ever feel ready to do that to someone?
How do I turn?
Just relax and let your instincts take over. It will come naturally.
My mouth, it's bleeding.
Of course, I forgot to warn you. Sorry.
Just stabbed myself with my fangs.
Don't worry, it's normal. That happens when your fangs are out for the first time. It will recover in a minute.
So we have blood. Oh.
His skin smells like wild berries. But not just the smell, the promise of warmth that draws you. The promise of being whole. I want to feel it on my teeth, in my body. No, I can't do this. I don't think I can do it. I'm sorry.
All right. But if the Countess asks, promise you'll say that you've done it. I don't want to get in trouble because you chickened out.
Oh, at least he's not forcing her to.
I promise.
Remember, you have to learn to do it to survive. I better get back to my other errands. Don't want to get my tunic wet. Do you remember the way back?
I do. Hussar?
Yeah, let's say thank you.
Thank you for your help. I had a rough day and it means a lot to me.
Don't mention it. I ended up having a decent time myself. I'll see you soon.
I should get back to the manor and talk with the Countess. I'll process this all later.
Yeah, girl. Got a lot to process.
Where will I live? What's next? There's so much I have to sort out first. But first, Hussar said I can influence someone who is enchanted. I should try it on Trophine.
Vampires have the ability to impress certain things on the subconscious of their victims. In order to do that, approach the enchanted victim in your human form and press A. Once you see the hypnotism icon, the victim can't be hypnotized more than once a day. Okay.
Can you hear me, Trophy? There is something I'd like you to do.
Start stealing, start drinking even more. That's terrible.
You will start pacing your drinking.
His subconscious has been altered. Not her fanning herself, it's like raining outside. Okay. Anyway. At least I can fly in the rain. Oh.
What was that? Looks like the banquet is over. Someone is still inside, though. Locked.
Oh my god, is it gonna be Petya? No.
I don't understand. How could this even happen?
Do you have no self-control at all?
What is this?
It is Petya.
My God! It's Petya's doll, Matilda. This is so unsettling.
Okay, I literally can't even go around. Can I talk to him?
What the hell happened here?
It's all Victoria's fault. I told her he's almost empty, but she wouldn't listen.
What do you want from me? I was starving, and you two barely left me anything.
Doesn't matter now. We drained a man. Not anywhere, but at the Countess's manor. Someone is gonna fry for this, and it sure as hell won't be me.
Are you mad? No one's going to be executed for this. He's just a human.
You monsters. How could you do this?
And who are you exactly?
That's right. Hasn't been a vampire for 5 minutes and thinks she knows everything.
Come with me, my dear. This is not your mess to sort out.
Locked.
Those morons. I knew I couldn't leave them alone with him.
I just can't seem to make sense of it. I talked with Petya not even an hour ago.
I'm so sorry. He didn't need to die today.
Back in the room, they said someone will be fried. What does that mean?
I don't know if you've heard this yet, but we can't be in the sun. It destroys us.
I did read about that in the folktales.
The stories are true. Sometimes it's used as a form of capital punishment for our kind.
Oh man. That's crazy.
What do you think will happen to those 3 outside?
Murdering a human, sadly, isn't a big crime in our community. I don't think it will come to that. If I had my guess, I'd say they will get their fangs dulled for troubling the Countess. They will grow back after a month or 2, but before then, they will have to feed solely on Cabernet, and it isn't cheap.
What if they can't afford it?
They will just have to find a way. Some take loans, some steal. Without blood, we are like humans without water.
What happens now?
Well, the Countess won't like this one bit.
Is she sympathetic to humans?
I wouldn't say that. However, she doesn't like murders being linked up to her property.
Okay, yeah.
She will find her way out of this, no doubt. But those three in the ballroom, we'll have to see.
Arbin,
Yes?
do you know what will happen to me now? I don't even know who I am anymore. What do I do? Where do I live?
I understand it's not an easy day. We all went through this at some point. All the answers will come at the right time. For now, you just need to wait it out till someone sends for you.
I must admit, I feel quite restless.
Listen, not many of us might say this to you, so I want to do it. Being one of us doesn't just mean hurting people for your own benefit. It doesn't have to be. To me, it means that I have an eternity to become better, learn from my mistakes, absorb the knowledge about the world.
I suppose that's one way to look at it.
You know, the Countess has a wonderful library over here. Why don't you grab a book and use this time to learn something new? Perfection comes in little...
Thank you for all your help and kindness, Arbin. It feels really good to have a friend around here.
I know it can't be easy for you right now in all this madness. It's hard to adjust. I learned that the hard way. Trust me. Here, I want you to have this.
Small vial with blood sustains you for a day. Okay.
This should give you a little boost when you need it.
Yeah,
Clear your
a
head.
little extra HP. A little extra health.
It's not going to last long, but it will give you a little peace of mind. I should go now,
For the
my
time
dear.
being.
You know
Sorry,
where
I
to
keep
find
doing
me.
that. I love the voice acting, but sometimes I'm just trying to speed things up. I'm like reading it faster than they say it, and I'm just like, you know, next time a drink at my bar is on me.
I'll be looking forward to it.
You can read books to pass the time and increase your knowledge status. Okay, so I can literally only interact with the bookshelf. The Morning Star, The Seagull, Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, The Red and the Black. I'm gonna go ahead and try to just save everything where I am. Alright, so that is Cabernet. If you like vampires or point-and-click adventure games, then I hope you enjoyed this little playthrough. Let me know if you want to see more. I'm very interested in seeing where this goes, so I'll probably keep playing it. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see, and thanks for being here. Goodbye.